You know, there's one type of book that has been selling really well for years, but I've never made one before, and I think that's probably the same reason a lot of other self-publishers haven't made one either. Not because they don't sell, because they do sell, but because they just seem a little bit too complicated to create. But here's the thing. These books sell really, really well. In fact, some of them are making thousands of dollars every single month on Amazon. So in this video, I want to show you what this niche is and why it's such a great opportunity and how you can now create these books without all the headaches that used to scare people like me away. Hello Home Bosses, I'm Nuria from thehomeboss.com. Welcome to my channel, which is all about how to create an income online. And I also like to share real strategies and tools that help you build a self-publishing business. That's how I make my main income online. And today we're looking at a niche that I have avoided until now, but I'm starting to realize it's actually one of the best opportunities out there. When I first got into self-publishing, I did what most people do. I started with the easy stuff, journals, notebooks, logbooks, and those are fine, they can sell, but they're also crowded because anyone can make them quickly. This other niche always felt different. It looked a bit intimidating, to be honest. It seemed like it would take me too much time, too much formatting, too much technical work, so I never really touched it. But now that I've looked into it properly, I can see that I'm definitely missing out. So the niche I'm talking about is the crossword puzzle books niche. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Aren't crosswords a little bit old-fashioned? Doesn't everyone just play puzzles on apps these days? And yes, crosswords are a bit old-fashioned, and that is exactly why they work. They've been around for over 100 years, and they're not going anywhere. People still buy millions of crossword puzzle books every year. Seniors love them to keep their brains active, students use them for learning, hobbyists enjoy them just to relax. And they're not just all the same. You've got large print crosswords, themed crosswords, easy ones, hard ones, educational ones for kids. It's a really broad market. And I know that some of my elderly relatives buy crossword puzzle magazines, especially because they love solving them. It keeps their brain active. And I don't know about you, but when I go to the supermarket, the magazine racks are full of crossword puzzle books and other types of puzzle books. And I can see people putting them in their basket and in their trolleys, and they do sell really well. I can see it with my own eyes every time I go to the supermarket. So let's have a look at Amazon and I'll show you what I mean. So I've typed in crossword puzzle books into the search bar on Amazon.com, and let's see what kind of books are coming up. And straight away I can see this first one, and you can see here it's independently published, so somebody just like us has published this book, and it's something that I love to see when I do my research on Amazon, because it shows me that it's not just the big publishers that can make a really good income on Amazon. And this book has a BSR of 1,280. The BSR is the bestseller rank, and the lower the bestseller rank is, the better. And if we hop onto a book sales calculator that we've got here, I've entered all the details about this book. So the BSI is 1,280. It's a paperback. It's on Amazon.com. It has 122 pages. The interior is black and white, and the price is $9.99. And this calculator from Kindlepreneur, you can type that into Google and it will come up for you. This calculator tells me that this book earns $220 per day. That is $6,596 per month, which is incredible just for one book. Imagine if you have several books that do well. So it sells 59 copies a day and 1,790 copies per month. So that is incredible, and it gives you an idea of what these books can earn. So let's have a look at the other books that are here. So there's another one that has an even better BSR of 901. So this is really incredible. It's not independently published. It's published by Griffin, so it's a publisher. And here's another one. The publisher's Practical Use Publishing. There's another one here, Mega Book of Sunday Crosswords. And this is another one. Have a look at the BSRs. I mean, this is really exciting. I love looking at books like this where I know there's so much potential. There is competition, but the competition has so far been from big publishers. It's not easy to create these type of books. That's why a lot of people like us aren't able. I've never really thought about creating something like this because I thought it would be too complicated. And the apps that were available for me didn't really quite make it easy. It was still a lot of work to create these books. So I've never seriously considered them, but it's a different story now. I think we can really create these type of books easily now. And let's just have a look at the inside of this one, for example. So if I click on that and I click on the inside pages, let's just see what this one looks like. So it's good to have a page, a cover page on the inside as well. So it tells you a little bit about the book. It's got the copyright notice, and there is a page that basically tells you how to solve these puzzles. There's a table of contents. You don't necessarily need that, but it's good to have some kind of front matter, which means they're the front pages before the puzzles start that explain a little bit about the book. And then it starts with the crosswords, and you can see that there's one crossword per page. But I really like this format of having one puzzle per page, and there's not really too much to it. So this gives us an idea, and I would suggest that when you create your puzzle books, have a look at the interiors of all of these books on Amazon to get an idea. And let's see if they've got A+ content. Yes, they have really good A+ content. It shows you exactly what's included in the book. So this is a really good listing. You can see why this book is selling so much. And the pricing for these type of books is really good for us, because you can see it's $9.99, $9.69, $17.77, $15, $41. So they're definitely over $9.99, which is the minimum price where you can still get the 60% royalty, and they are priced at a good profit margin for us. So the interior is quite simple when you think about it. Black and white pages, one crossword per page, answers at the back. So it's not fancy at all. And there are plenty of self-published crossword books with ranks in the top few thousand, all selling hundreds of copies every single month. And that's steady, reliable income from a niche that most of us, including me, have been ignoring. So if crosswords are so profitable, why haven't I made them before? And why haven't you maybe? The truth is, making crosswords manually is a nightmare. You have to create the grids, make sure the clues fit properly, format everything for print, and it just takes ages. And that's why I stayed away. And I bet that's why a lot of other self-publishers don't touch them either. And there are other apps out there that create them, and I have tried them. And they're okay. They're okay for making simple books, but they weren't quite up to the standard that I wanted them to look. I want to compete with the really good books that we saw on Amazon earlier. They're mostly created by big publishing houses, but there are some that are self-published and they're selling well. And this made me think again, and I'm thinking, yes, I can probably create these type of books myself. And especially now, because now that barrier, that difficulty is gone. There's a brand new tool called the Crosswords Puzzle Generator, and it's designed to do all the heavy lifting for you. And this is what I wanted to show you. I love to show you new tools that come out that make our lives as publishers a lot easier. And I want to show you quickly how it works. Just very quickly, I'm not going to go into too many details. I will probably create a tutorial about it separately so that I can go into more detail, and otherwise this video would be a little bit too long. But I just show you a really quick look inside the software. So this is the app, and I'm so excited to show you this because this is a really good app. I think the way it works has amazed me because I really didn't think it would be able to do something like crossword puzzles. They are not easy to make an app for because of the difficulty in creating them, and especially when you want to create them quickly. Most apps I've used before, there was still a lot of time involved in creating the puzzles, and this is just so easy. I quickly show you. So on the left-hand side here, you've got some tabs which you can click to customize your puzzles, and here's the settings tab. So you would start with this, and you would select your trim size for the book. So most of these books are 8.5 by 11, which is what we've got here. You can decide to number your pages. So let's just do that. So I'm going to number my pages, and I'm center aligning the page numbers. So the page numbers will appear here in the center. The margins are already set, so I leave them as they are, and then always click update when you change something. So now you can see the page numbers here. And then we go on this template tab, and there are a few that are already done for you, and that's all we need to create these puzzles. So I'm just going to click the first one to show you. And as you can see, there is a crossword puzzle here, and there are clues at the bottom of it. So for example, you can see it says across and down. If you've solved crossword puzzles before, and I'm sure we all have at one point, you know what you have to do. You have to read the clues and then enter the word. So number 2 is a small green fruit that tastes sour. So that could be kiwi. Let me just see if that is correct. To see the answers, you click on this puzzle, and then you can show the solutions here. There's a toggle, and you click update and it will show you. So it's not kiwi, it's lime. so this is the way you would see the answers. And let's toggle that off because this is what we would print in our books so that people can solve the puzzles. But obviously you want to be able to check that the answers are correct. So that's how you would do that. You would show the solution here. You can customize this whole thing by going on the left hand side here, and to open this menu all you have to do is click on the puzzles. When you click outside of the puzzle, you go back to the original menu where you choose the type of crossword puzzles. And then if you want to customize this, you click on the crossword puzzle itself, and this opens up the menu, the customizable menu. So you could change the cell size. We've got 120 cells. These are the individual cells. But let's say you want to make this crossword puzzle bigger and you want 150 cells. You click 150 and then update. And as you can see, it's now changed that. So it depends how you want to create your puzzle book. And let's see what else we can do. You can change the font, you can change the number colors, you can change the stroke color. There's so many things that you can do to customize this. Let's go back to 120 to our original puzzle, and you can create different types of crossword puzzles by moving this show empty cells toggle, and you can see now you can get these type of puzzles. But I think most people are used to the New York style or American crossword puzzles, and for that I toggle this on, and I prefer these ones personally, but that is up to you what you want to create. And there are so many ways to customize this puzzle. And the way you would then recreate more pages is really clever. You can create another page with different clues really quickly by clicking Edit Words here, and then you can see you've got a page here which is giving you the answer. In this case, it's apple, and then the clue, a red or green fruit that's crunchy and grows on trees. So what you need to do is you need to use the same format, and you replace this yourself, and there's a really easy way to do that in ChatGPT. I quickly show you how to do that. So I said to ChatGPT, this word list is for a Crosswords puzzle app. Could you replace the words with words that are hobby themed with their clue in the same format? And then I copy pasted this list into ChatGPT. You can see it here, apple, a red, green fruit, and then it said, got it, here's a hobby themed word list in the same format as your fruit examples, and it came up with this list. So then all you have to do is copy paste this and go back to your app, and then you replace this, and then you click on save, and it has created the new crossword puzzle for you. As simple as that. And then you repeat that with the next one. But that's still a fairly slow way to create these puzzles. So the developers of the app have thought of everything, because they know that to create these books, we want to make it as easy as possible. So there is a way to bulk clone these pages, and that makes the creation of these books so easy. I show you quickly. I'll delete what I had earlier, and we'll keep the page that we've just created, and we're going to click on bulk clone. So now what happens, you get this pop-up here, and you can download a sample file, and I'll click on that, and I'll quickly show you what the sample file is. So it's basically a sample file with the solution and the clues, and there's a space in between, and that means that now we're having another crossword puzzle and then another crossword puzzle. So you're getting 3 done for you clues and solutions, and we can use these, but obviously you want to use your own. So you just repeat what we've done earlier with ChatGPT, and you can create 50 of them, for example, and you just copy paste them all into this file. And I will just leave the ones that we've got here to show you, but you would just have to ask ChatGPT, can you give me 50 more? And it will do that really easily. And then what you have to do is you save this file and you upload it here. You drop the input file here. So let's do that quickly. And it automatically gives you all the pages that we have entered in that file. So you can create 50 pages at the click of a button, and they all work. I'll show you quickly if we go onto the solutions page. Here we are. So let me just increase this here so we can see this better. And it says a hobby where you use needles and yarn. Let's show the solutions. So that's knitting. You can see how nicely this is laid out. You can customize it by dragging this to the middle if you prefer. And you can move all these. I'm just making it smaller so you can see all the different pages. So this is how easy it would be to create 50 pages of crosswords. And you can customize this even further by putting text on each page. And this is so quick to create. I can't believe how well this app works. And like I said, I might make another tutorial showing you exactly how to make a complete book. And I recommend you use ChatGPT for this. It's really good at creating all the clues and the answers. And then, of course, you also want to include the solutions in your book. So once you have created all of your pages, however many those are, then you go up here where it says Show Solutions, And I'll just quickly move this over just to make it look a little bit better. So you click up here on Solutions, and then you can choose how many solutions per page you want to show. And you can just show 1 or 2 or 4. Let's click on 2 solutions per page, and then I click Generate Solutions. And this really you want to have as many as you can on one page so that you don't have too many pages in your book, because that drives the print cost up. So for example, if you've got 1 crossword per page, and you've got 100 crosswords, that's 100 pages, and you don't want another 100 pages just for the solution. So it's better to have 2 solutions per page, which would give you 50 additional pages. Or if possible, you can even have 4 solutions per page. Let's click on that and see what that looks like. You would have 25 extra pages for the solutions. So let's click on that, Generate Solutions, and let's see what that looks like. So here you see how it's done the solutions. I think 4 per page look great, so I would probably go for that. And of course, we've only had 4 puzzles, so we can only create 1 page. But if you had 100 puzzles, it would then create all your solution pages. And this is how easy it is. I'm so impressed with this app because I really didn't think that it would be that easy to create. But it is. So I'm really happy to show you what this app can do. So as you can see, you can create professional crossword puzzle books in just minutes without needing design skills or endless formatting. Now here's where it gets interesting. You have 2 ways to get this app. Option 1 is you buy it outright. So during the launch, you can get the front end for $47 and it jumps to $147 after the launch. And then you can buy different upgrades. Those of you who have bought these type of apps from Cloudorca before, you know how this works. You buy the front end and then there's different upgrades that you can buy separately to make your app even more powerful. So the Pro upgrade unlocks unlimited downloads, PowerPoint export, bulk cloning, CSV uploads. There's different types of upgrades that are included in this. And I will leave all the details below in the description, what you're getting with each upgrade. And with the front end alone, which is only $47, you can already create some really good puzzle books. But of course, if you buy the upgrades, it just does so much more for you. You get the bulk cloning, which is what makes this app so powerful and lets you create books in minutes. If you buy the app outright during the launch, you're basically getting the standalone app and it's yours forever. And as a bonus, if you're buying through my link, you'll get my Home Boss Assistant GPT, which is my personal AI helper for publishing tasks, which will save you hours of time. And it's just like having me next to you, giving you advice, and you can ask it any questions about publishing or about your whole publishing business. And that is the first option. You can buy this app outright and it's yours forever. But there's a really exciting other option, and that's option 2, and that is to join the Cloudorca membership. This is the smarter long-term play because the crossword generator is automatically included in the membership, along with all the other apps like Sudoku, word ladders, sight words, and more. The big difference, well, every time they release a new app, it's added to the membership at no extra cost. So the value keeps growing. And those of you who bought the membership, the Cloudorca membership, and I know there's quite a few of you, you're getting this new app totally free. It will be included in your membership. So this is why the membership is so valuable, because you're paying a relatively small amount every month, and then every time they release a new app, they're usually included in the membership as well. There's probably a few exceptions, but this is one of the apps that is included in the membership. And to get this crossword generator app, you do have to get the membership for the puzzle apps. There's 2 memberships in one, which is the charter membership. You get the puzzle and the maths apps all in one membership, which is $77 a month. or you can just opt for either the puzzle app or the math app. If you choose the puzzle app, you get the crossword generator included in that with all the other apps, and they are fantastic. So if you join the membership through my link for the Cloudorca membership, you'll also get free access to my monthly book marketing club on Facebook, where I share guides, challenges, and live calls to help you actually market and sell the books you create. And people in that membership already have received my personal AI GPT helper, and there's lots of other freebies that they're getting for being part of that monthly book club as well. So if you're serious about scaling your publishing business, the membership is by far the best value, because then you can create all the other types of books as well. So the Crosswords Puzzles Generator officially launches on September the 12th at 11 AM EST. That's September the 12th, 2025, with special launch pricing that ends on the 15th. So here's the bottom line. If you just want the Crossword app on its own, grab it at the launch price and get my AI assistant bonus. But if you want the best value and long-term growth, I highly recommend the Cloudorca membership. You'll get the Crossword app, all the other tools, all future apps, plus my marketing club to support you. And I will leave both links in the description, so you can choose the option that makes the most sense for your business. And there will be more information underneath the video as well, with all the pricing and all the rest of it. So this, I think, is a really good opportunity. I'm definitely going to be creating crossword puzzle books as well now, as if I didn't have enough to do, but I really want to create them because I can see the potential that they have, and especially because there are so many different niches that you can target with this as well. So for those of you who are on my email list, keep an eye out for emails that I will send you with another little bonus and with more information on this. And if you haven't joined my email list, I will also leave a link underneath this video so you can make the most of that as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching the Home Boss. Thank you for watching the Home Boss. With more ways to help your business grow. We'll see you again in another show. We'll see you again in another show, with more ways to help your business grow. Thank you for watching the Home Boss.